we believe is really misinformed about Scripture.
Shalom.
Shalom.
This is it's a voice of a watchman. On this beautiful Sunday, no, yeah, leave it on.
Yes, sir.
Sunday afternoon here in Jacksonville, Florida. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we experienced Friday night.
Yeah.
And if we do have any today or going forward, we do apologize for those technical difficulties. But we do give all praise and honor to the Most High, Ahayah, by Shemi, Yashayah, for this truth, for aligning us and bringing us into this knowledge and this understanding. This is the gospel that Christ talked about.
This is the gospel. That's right. Tell him, Josh.
That would go
Christ
throughout the earth.
Yeah, right. That this gospel, not the gospel that the post-Christians are teaching today. No, there's nothing, nowhere near it. This gospel that we're teaching now, and the Candace you're hearing now, and the Hebrews, this gospel is going to be spread, and it's being spread all throughout the world. Now all hell's going to break loose.
So now, with that said, we're going to touch on some things. We're going to combine two subjects tonight and try to deal equally with both of them. We're going to talk about the Roman Empire and the mark of the beast, because if you realize it or not, or are aware of it or not, we are in the midst of the Roman Empire. We live in it today, this world. This world is the Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm. Celebrating holidays, that's all Rome. Celebrating your Christian service on Sunday, Sun God worship. The sun, not the Son of God. The sun. It's all wrong. And how did they get into your Christian church? It's in there. They did a good job, didn't they, Josh? Took them 1,700 years, but they fooled the whole world, even the Christian church. I'd like to, Josh, you want to speak for 1 second? I want to call Dennis real quick and let him know that we're on. No, yeah, speak. Well, I want to say some things.
So, much of this understanding, this deep, in-depth understanding, is not being taught in this earth today due to the fact that the system does not want you to know what you're living in the midst of. And what they're speaking of, the Illuminati, and all these elite groups are getting ready to roll out on regular people.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you must realize that the people that rule us are not normal people, are not regular people.
Creation.
People of creation.
That's right.
These are devils in people's clothing.
That's right.
These are fallen angels masquerading among us as humans, as people. So,
That is probably that we're on here live now. We're picking up the rest of the message. The chick is near. Right, Josh? Tonight?
mm-hmm.
Is there? Or have another title?
Yeah.
What's the title?
So our lesson tonight is the Roman Empire and the mark of the beast.
The Roman Empire and the mark of the beast. Shalom, brother. We're on now.
So what happened was, with this understanding we are blessed with from the Most High, we have to reveal and peel back the layers of deception that have been implemented by the Masons, the Illuminati, European colonialism, and religion, i.e. Christianity, mainly because that is a major deception in the world today, is the religion of Christianity.
That's right. Oh, gosh. Come on.
Our major source we're going to be using today is, of course, the Bible, the 1611 KJV with the Apocrypha. And for those of you who are not aware, the Bible is not a complete volume. There are complete books missing from the Bible.
That's right.
The original Bible was close to 100 books, or 80-some books.
That's right.
Including the book of Yashayah and the book of Jubilees and the book of Enoch and the Apocrypha.
And you need to get these books, or you don't have the Bible. Yeah, this is the original King James Bible. Yeah. I want you to look at this cover. What does that say? What does that say? King James. All right. The what?
Apocrypha.
Okay. Of course, pastors are going to tell you don't read it because they've been brainwashed and lied to. Even the Roman Catholic Church took it out. Took it out of the scriptures, out of the canon, everything. Because they don't want you to know what we might just probably bring tonight, right? And so the
now, we're going to open in the Apocrypha tonight. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Okay. Everybody have it?
Ezra 11:1.
Okay. Viewers, for those who really should have the Apocrypha, you should have the King James. I assure you by the living Most High that you should not be reading another Bible. I mean, there are some editions out there that you can read, but I would definitely stick to King James. The vision of the eagle.
The eagle is a symbol of America and the revived Roman Empire.
That's right. Then saw I a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. And I saw and
The
behold,
12 feathered wings represent the 12 Caesars, and the 3 heads are the 3 European nations that America spoke out of in Europe. Read.
And I saw and behold, she appeared. She spread her wings
So
over the earth.
Rome would. Now Ezra lived at least a couple, 300-400 years before the Roman Empire. So he's saying this eagle or Rome would spread her wings over the whole earth or dominate it, like America dominates the earth today. You can go into any civilized nation of the earth and find European society, European language, English, architecture, sports, entertainment, fashion. The whole earth has been dominated by Europeans, Romans, Edomites, Esau.
Okay. Want to keep spelling?
Read.
And all the winds of the air blew on her and were gathered together. And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers.
So there grew other nations out of her that would have the same agenda and slight towards the earth to destroy it. Read.
And they became
So we're back.
we're back up. we might have lost a visual contact. We're having some problems with our network, and we have a good friend that's coming over hopefully tomorrow, and we'll just help Josh get some of these things straightened out. Okay, so I hope they can still hear us, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so please pay attention to what's going to be said tonight. Make sure your Bibles are open. We might have visual contact later, but we're here now with you. All right, what do you want to do?
We're gonna pick up at
3. All right, 4. But her heads were at rest. The head in the midst was gathered than the other, greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 11:5.
read.
Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers and rained upon earth.
So the Roman Empire is being prophesied as being a universal empire. So America took on that same agenda. Actually, hold on.
Okay, and
Hold on.
yeah. This is prepared. All right, we have some really awesome books, so just hold on a second. Pray first. Sometimes it is the enemy that tries to cut us off, but you know what? The Most High is going to have his way in.
This is the Illuminati 2, and I'm gonna have my dad read this agenda out of this.
We're on. All right,
Read.
put it back. Take a seat. All right, so where are we going, Josh? In the Illuminati 2. You can put it back.
We're on page 26 in the
All right.
Illuminati 2. Read.
All right, we're going to read the surrender of Cornwallis. In this context, it is pertinent to recall the confession of General Cornwallis when he surrendered to General Washington at Yorktown, October 19, 1781. Jonathan Williams recorded in his Legions of Satan, 1781, that Cornwallis revealed to Washington that a holy war will now begin on America.
So, holy war meaning Holy Roman Catholic or universal. So,
Wow.
when we just read out of scripture that she would spread her wings over the earth, after the Revolutionary War was not about freeing America, freeing Europeans from other Europeans. The Revolutionary War was to birth the second version of the Roman Empire in the Western world, aka America, Babylon.
Wow.
So now, if we pay attention to what Cornwallis laid out, and now these people were not of the Most High. These are founding the majority of the people that founded this nation and signed the Declaration of Independence had an ulterior agenda with their other affiliated members to birth a luminous government whose God is Satan. Yahweh.
Awesome, Josh. Okay, and when it is ended, America will be supposedly the circle of freedom. But
Read that again. The what? The citadel.
when it is ended,
So when when people grow up in this nation and they look at what the media and everything pushes to them.
Citadel. Okay.
Citadel of what?
Of freedom.
Of what?
Freedom.
So America will be viewed as the most freest nation
Pay
in the
attention,
world.
viewers. But her millions.
But her what?
Millions.
But the millions of people that will live in America at this time
Will unknowingly.
will not know.
Will unknowingly be loyal subjects to the crown.
In other words, the crown, the Rothschilds, the bankers,
Come on.
the Pope and Satan. at the top. Read.
The crown is the Illuminati.
The crown is the who?
Illuminati.
Which is headed by Yahweh or Satan. Read.
Okay. Shareholders of the Bank of England.
So now we identify that your money is under the devil because the Bank of England runs, which is also owned by the Pope and the Jesuit order. They run the money they run the earth through finances. So your entertainment is Jesuit. Your religion is Jesuit. Your education is Jesuit. Your sports is run by the Roman system.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
I want to expound here. I want to show a word here that doesn't belong here. Because our viewers, they know a lot of camps listen to us too. We're not a camp. We're Voice of a Watchman, but listen to this. Your churches.
Your what?
Your churches.
Your what?
Your churches.
Read it again.
Your churches will be used to
will
teach.
Be what?
Will be used.
Will be free.
Will be used.
Will be free.
Used.
Will be what?
Used.
Read.
Wait, to teach, what's this? The Jews' religion. No, the Jewish religion. And in less than 200 years, because the real Jews, we know who they are, don't we, Josh? The whole nation will be working for divine world government.
Wait, read that term again. Divine.
Divine.
Meaning satanic.
World government.
It's on your money. Novus Ordo Sortorum. New World Order.
That's right.
And if you look at our dollar bill, if we had a dollar bill available, I would see if you can see now. What you would see if you turn it on the back side of it, you see.
Go ahead.
You would see a pyramid with a capstone with an eye in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
The powers of the earth that rule us believe that once they complete the system, they will finish the uncapped pyramid and Satan will rule from the top. So we'll be working for divine world government, satanic government. Read.
That government that they believe.
Now the government and the church, this statement that Cornwallis made to Washington shows you that the government and church are together.
That's right.
They work synergistically together to control the religious, the church, the government is over the secular part of America, and the churches are there to control those who would be spiritually against this system if they really understood what this system is really about. Right.
Yeah, I want to add something to it, Josh.
Go ahead, read. Go ahead, Dad.
Viewers, how can you deny that when your churches are tax exempt? That can only be through the government. So the 501c3 is on many churches. Mm-hmm. Okay, that government.
Actually,
go ahead.
To add something to what you just said, whenever the majority of every single seminary pastor that comes out of a seminary is already tax exempt before he steps into a church.
Wow.
So he carries that agenda, the 501c agenda, before he even is assigned to deceive people in the church.
All right, 501c3 means that they have guidelines. They're not, they're only allowed to say certain things to you in the ministry, in church, and if they find that they're saying otherwise, they can close your church down.
Like, they can't talk about conspiracy theories.
The Pope.
They can talk about the Pope. They can talk about certain things. They can't really They can't really go into depth about what they really.
That's right.
The knowledge that they really do have.
That's right.
And some of them really don't know. But the upper echelons of the Christian clergy, like your TV your televangelists, these high-level devils, they have secret knowledge that your what you would call your street corner preacher, all these churches on the street corner don't have.
That's right.
So they know things. For example, they know what we say is true. That's why they tell their audiences not to go on the internet.
Josh, stop for a moment. I want you to try to help me with this. I got a brother listening, I think, tonight. And he asked me a good question. He said, Brother Pat, what's your qualifications to make it into the kingdom? That was good.
I would say keep the commandments.
That's right. That's what I told him. That government that they believe to be divine will be the British Empire.
Will be the what?
British Empire.
Now, the British Empire, everybody, is an offshoot of the ancient Roman Empire because the same lineage and the same rulership. Now, if you read Genesis 36, and we're not going to touch on Genesis 36 tonight because we've read it a lot. And we might bring Genesis 36 out in another lesson we do. But in Genesis 36, to go to the dukes, the duke lines that came from Esau. And why is that key? You see like the Duke of Kent, the Duke of Earl, the Duke of Wellington. All these dukes became your kings, your rulers, your kings, your presidents. All these lines that come from Esau ruled the earth. So all these, the British Empire is actually the descendant of Esau. Now the whole story between that is Esau felt he was robbed out of, his birthright, which was never his.
Right.
But just because the Most High said that Jacob would be the chosen out of the womb,
right,
not Esau. So Esau feels as if he was slighted by his brother. So that is why the European system is specifically attacks what they would call minorities, but the minorities are actually the majority in the next world. So by making them feel like they're minorities, they can subjugate and run them.
That's right.
And that is why the Christian religion is predominantly more popular or more trusted upon by the minority groups like the Hispanics and the blacks, because those people have been destroyed the worst by this British Empire or this Roman Empire.
That's right.
All this is Roman, or by better means Edomite.
So you better stop thinking that you're Pentecostal and he's Baptist, because you're not anymore.
Really?
You haven't been for 200 years.
Never been.
That's right. I've never been. My Tom?
No, never.
All religions will be permitted.
Some.
All.
Some.
All religions.
All what?
All religions will be permitted with here's the word Jews, Judaism, without even.
Which is Talmudism.
Come on.
Satanism.
That's right. Noticed by the masses. And they will be under the invisible all-seeing
the what?
The invisible
all-seeing eye.
Hold on. Invisible all-seeing eye of the grand architect of Freemasonry.
The grand architect in the spirit of Freemasonry is Yahweh or Satan.
Right.
But the earthly grand architect of Freemasonry is the Pope.
Now, hold on, Josh. Listen, viewers. So who's running your country, America? Satan is. And if you don't wake up, Christian church, you're voting for Satan when you go out there and vote on the polls. Because your vote don't matter. No matter what your church tells you. They tell them it's their Christian duty, Josh.
Yeah, be an ignorant slave and help your country be destroyed.
What do you say?
That is your duty to vote.
You see what I mean? You see these people that have these platforms, these people, I don't want to get into it. They're all turned over to Satan, all the big ministries. And if you listen to them, you're going down with them. Thank you, Mary. So it was good. It's not your duty. Paul says, I pray for our leaders. These disciples never told anybody to go and vote for anyone.
To go to a poll.
Right.
Because you don't matter.
All right. Okay. Ready? Are you want to go? Cornwallis well knew that.
Cornwallis well knew. In other words, he knew that what he was telling Washington would make his system do this.
Cornwallis well knew that his military defeat was only the beginning of world catastrophe that would be universal.
Will be what?
Universal.
Limited.
Universal. And that unrest would continue until mind control.
Until what?
Wow. Until mind control try controlling all our brothers.
Finish.
Could be accomplished.
Could be accomplished through what?
Through a false.
Through what?
Through a false.
Through a what?
False religion.
False what?
Religion.
So religion is division. So Cornwallis did not limit this system to only a governmental secular control, because Cornwallis understood that. Cornwallis understood, and we're going to go back into the scriptures and read about the mark of the beast and read some more things out of the Apocrypha and link it up to Daniel and Revelation.
Yes.
But is everyone? Are we learning something?
Yeah, yeah, we're just.
So that mind control would be accomplished to a false religion, right? So Cornwallis knew that you couldn't just control people through a secular, ungodly society, because God, the Most High, had made people with a natural inclination to be spiritual and draw to Him. So how would you stop people from connecting to the true power and keep them linked into your God, Lucifer, Yahweh?
Listen
so wait.
Yeah, Josh.
How would you do that? You would have to establish a system and make everyone, all the spiritual people in the country, right, think that system is of God. Make them believe in it. Make them trust in it, and link their spirit, which is the most powerful part of our being.
Josh, hold on. What you're saying, listen, viewers, family, what Josh is saying is so true.
It's profound.
I can't believe I'm seeing with our own eyes now that all our brothers that we love are under this evil spirit that's in the Christian church.
Now, and we're not calling the people evil.
No.
The system.
Don't take that wrong.
Now, understand, the system is evil.
Right.
You're well-meaning, but you have to well-meaningly seek out the truth.
That's right.
But Cornwallis understood that you could not just brainwash people into a secular society, because he understood that people were designed with a godly sense of fear. So how would you control the spirit? The strongest part of a man or a woman is their spirit.
Wow.
So how can you yoke that spirit to you?
Through religion.
Through using a church system.
False religion.
Control that church system with your doctrine.
That's right.
Make up pagan doctrines.
Come on.
Teach it to these people and make them trust in that and yoke them to you.
Wow.
And actually yoke them to Satan, because Satan is your God. Wow. So to divert them, right? Divert them away from Ahayah, the Heavenly Father and His Son and the Holy Spirit, and link them into your satanic system. Sunday worship, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Sunday worship. None of these things are in the Bible.
None of them.
And the system, the world powers that set this up understand. Don't think that all this stuff just happened. Okay, Sunday worship is a designed attack. Okay, all this is designed. Satan, although he's not all-knowing, we don't really give Satan
no glory.
But
he knows
people really think that Satan is an idiot.
Well, he's not.
And I'm not saying he's like the Most High, but he knows how to attack people.
Yeah.
He knows the strongest part of you is your spirit. So if he can control your spirit and get you linked into what his perception is, then he can control you.
That's right.
Then it's like a hand. Once you close your hand on something and you grip on it, you have it. Right? And no one can rip it out of your hand. You got a good grip.
That's right.
So read.
You're right, Josh. Okay, watch this. And they all will be under. Oh no. Okay. Cornwallis well knew that his military defeat was only the beginning of a world catastrophe that would be universal, and that the unrest would continue until mind control could be accomplished through a false religion.
Read.
What he predicted. What he predicted. How long ago?
This is about
1781. Has come to pass.
Has come to pass.
It's right.
Has not come to pass.
It came to fruition.
Read.
A brief sketch of American religious history And we have seen masonry infused.
We have seen Roman, ancient Egyptian satanic worship included in what?
Infused into every church.
Into what?
Some churches.
Into some.
Every church.
Into some.
Every church in America.
Read.
With their Phallic religion.
Phallic.
Sorry. That's
So
good stuff, Josh. Good stuff.
now let's go back into Ezra's.
Ezra's 11:7.
7.
Mary, you here?
Ready, 5?
Yes. Number 7. Verse
Number 6.
Oh, 6, Mary.
Number 6.
Now.
And I saw that all things.
Some things, Mom.
All things.
Some things.
All things.
So this empire would subject everything, read.
Under heaven.
Uh-huh.
Were subject unto her.
Unto America, the Roman Empire, the modern Roman Empire, read.
And no man spake
Look at that.
against her.
That's right.
No, not a large number of people will be against this system because the majority of this system will have everybody under its control.
Wow.
No, not one creature upon
Okay.
earth.
All right. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons and spake to her feathers, saying, watch not all at once, sleep every one in his own place, and walk by course, but let the heads be preserved for the last.
So let the government system stay, but the body will be destroyed, but it will be resurrected. Read.
Wow. And I beheld, and lo, the voice sent not out of her heads, but from the midst of her body. And I numbered her contrary feathers, and behold, there were 8 of them.
That's
The
eight empires dominating in America. Read.
That's right. And I looked, and behold, on the right side there arose one feather, and reigned over all the earth.
Read.
America, right? And so it was that when it rained, the end of it came, and the place thereof appeared no more. So the next following stood up and reigned, and had a great time. And it happened that when it rained, the end of it came also.
Okay.
All right? Like as the first.
Okay.
You want to stop there?
Now let's go to the next chapter, 2nd Ezra 12, verse 1, and we'll read a couple verses in 2nd Ezra 12.
12:1.
Then we'll go to Daniel.
All right, 2nd Ezra is the next page. If you have the
We're going to end up in Revelation, but we're going to take you through the steps. This is what you have to be taught how to, understand. Not only understand the Bible, but understand history, understand governments,
right.
Understand systems.
And one of the most important.
Because the Antichrist, that's a big deception.
Mm-hmm.
The Antichrist is not a man.
That's right.
The Antichrist is a system.
You better stop listening to that, church. Ain't no man coming.
The system has always been here. And the Antichrist is a spirit. It's not a man.
That's right. Ready? 2nd Ezra 12. And it came to pass with the lion spake, while the lion spake these words unto the eagle, I saw, and behold.
So the lion is the old Roman Empire, and the eagle is America.
Wow. And behold, the head that remained and the 4 wings appeared no more. And the 2 went unto it and set themselves up to reign. And their kingdom was small and full of uproar.
So America's kingdom started out small, but as it grew, read.
And I saw, and behold, they appeared no more.
Read.
And the whole body of the eagle was burnt.
So America
Wow.
is just going to be burnt.
That's right. Hey, America is not in prophecy. Yeah, right. So that the earth was in great fear. America is in prophecy, and it's going to be nuked. We're going to be bombed. We're going to be destroyed.
Read.
Okay. The interpretation of the vision. Then awake I out of the trouble and trance of my mind, and from great fear, and said unto my spirit, Lo, this hast thou done unto me, in that thou searchest out the ways of the highest. Lo, yet am I weary in my mind, and very weak in my spirit, and little strength is there in me. For the great fear wherewith I was affrighted this night. There again, Mary 6.
Therefore will I now beseech
I now
God that he will comfort me until the end.
All right. And I said, Most High, Mashiach, I Most High, that bearest rule, if I have found grace before thy sight, and if I am justified with thee before many others, and if my prayer indeed become up before thy face, comfort me then, and show me thy servant the interpretation and plain difference of this fearful vision, that thou mayest perfectly comfort my soul. For thou hast judged me worthy to show me the last time. Look at that. This is a great man of the Most High.
Now let's go to Daniel 2, verse
Daniel, everybody.
38. Daniel 2:38.
All right, Daniel 2:38. See if we can get visual now. Yeah, try it, Josh. Good. Go ahead, Josh.
2:38.
See if you can get it. All right. Daniel 2:38. Click on see if come on. All right, Daniel 2. I got it underlined already, I think. 38. Okay. All right. So take your time getting it. Everyone out there, viewers. Daniel 2:38. Everybody ready? Okay. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven hath he given into time's hand, and hath made thee ruler over them all.
So now, while Daniel is talking to the king of Babylon, he's saying, for now, your system or your government has control over everybody. But sooner or later,
Okay, Tony, get Justin.
your government system and your God will fall. You have it, Mom?
Okay, now what verse does?
So as we've read and we've seen through history now that America's system was set up to fail from the beginning. It was never set up to succeed.
Never.
The Satan never sets up something that will last forever.
No, because he
But
can't
then-
last.
Exactly. He's eternal, but everything he sets up will fail.
Because he's a double crosser. So everything he does, he double crosses people. Look at your world system, especially people who are in the work world. Today you have a much harder time keeping a job than you did 30, 40 years ago. Because there's so many people in the world, so much greed, and so much corruption in the workplace. Spiritual unrest. Put the handle up. Okay, come on, Josh. Okay, we're in Daniel
2:39, right?
I think we're going to go to 40, right?
39.
All right, 39, ready? And after there shall arise another kingdom.
Now this other kingdom started with this next kingdom would be the Greco-Roman Empire.
Inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass,
Uh-huh.
which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron.
So now this empire, I mean the empire that Daniel prophesied would be the Persians, then the Greeks. But this fourth kingdom now is speaking about the kingdom we're in, the Roman kingdom. Read.
Make sure the handle's up. Okay. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron, tell me when you're going to stop, and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
In other words, it will be set up to fail. It's not completely lasting
Not
element.
stable. That's right.
Read.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. Tony,
So
explain that, Joshua.
the they there is speaking about the elite, and they will mingle themselves with the fallen angels or demons.
Come on.
Will cohabit with these elite that rule us, and have their bloodline ruling the earth in the end.
That's what America's doing with fallen angels. Okay. But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Right.
And
Now,
okay. Awesome.
let's go to Daniel 7, verse 7.
Daniel 7, Josh.
7.
Right? 7, 8, 7, 7. Josh.
7, 7.
All right, thank you, Tony. All right, ready? 7, 7. Ready? Mary, you have it? All right, viewers, after this, all right, Daniel 7, 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it.
So the Roman Empire is superior to all the other empires that will follow it. Preceded it.
And it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first ones plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man.
Now the eyes of man is the government system.
Come on. And a mouth speaking great things, probably blasphemy. Read.
Now let's go to Revelation.
Revelation.
Revelation 13.
Okay. So, Josh, what must come first? Precept?
Upon precept.
Precept?
Upon precept.
Line upon line?
He didn't know that.
All right. So if you are sitting on the Christian churches that try to preach out of 2-3 words of your church, you're being deceived. With these fairy tale stories they're telling you today, it's really sad. Now, there are a lot of good preachers out there, but many of them, I'd say most, are in error. Many. Okay. So we're here to help, to shed light, to shed the truth. All right? Revelation 1, Josh?
13:1.
All right, Revelation 13:1. So we're going to blend, Josh is going to blend all the sins so you get a good spiritual idea of what's being said tonight. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
So this Roman Empire or America would be birthed through blasphemy. Read.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard,
Read.
and his feet was as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon.
So all of these empires. Now, why did the Most High show John almost the same image? Because the Roman Empire was a mixed empire. It amalgamated all the religions of everything that it had conquered. That's why you see in America you have all different religions. It amalgamates everyone into its empire, just like its father, the Romans.
And what is the government forcing you and brainwashing you to believe? Get along with all religions. So right there, that's brainwashing. You got your God, I got my God, they got their God.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah, it's real.
everything relates.
Yeah, everything relates. No, it doesn't.
We're all going in the same direction.
Yeah, right. Okay, that could be far from the truth. All right, so where are we?
Read.
What, Mary?
And the dragon.
All right.
And the dragon gave.
Okay. And the dragon gave him his power.
So America was given power by the devil.
Good. And his seat and great authority.
And great authority. In other words, not only great secular authority,
military,
but religious, spiritual authority through your Christian religion.
And religion, that's right.
Read.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. Josh?
The Roman Empire died early. Read.
He came back to life. It wasn't Hitler who got shot. He came back. And his deadly wound was healed.
So his deadly wound was healed during the Renaissance. Read.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
Since that time, all the world has wondered after the beast, his religion, Christianity.
And they worshiped the dragon, which
is Satan.
Power unto the beast.
Now, the beast, we also believe could be Obama.
Excuse me for laughing. I'm laughing at myself, the junk I used to listen to when I was in Christianity. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? And there was, go ahead, Mary.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
That's right.
And power was given unto him to continue for
now this hymn is not speaking about a one man. This hymn is a system of government, because John does not identify a man in Revelation. So the false prophet is not a man either. The false prophet is a system.
Come on, Josh.
All this is a system. It's not a man. The Antichrist is not a man. The Antichrist is a system of government and political government.
What Josh is correctly right. Listen, but he's going to use people, because Paul said in his day, and the disciples, many antichrists are in the world. Just like there'll be many antichrists in our time.
Read.
Okay.
Verse 7.
All right. Oh, 7? Oh.
6.
No, 6. Not. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and thou that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with everybody.
With the who?
Saints.
Now let's get the saints. Let's go to Revelation 7, verse 4.
Let's see who he's talking about. Oh, the Bible's for everyone. Let's see. Let's see for this. Let's see. Let's see who has to really face the real trouble before and after Yashayah comes. Revelation 7. Where are we, Josh?
4.
4. Ready? Revelation 6:4. 7:4. I'm sorry. And I heard the number of them which was sealed. And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the Christian church.
The tribes of who?
Israel.
Who?
Israel.
Read.
Of the tribe of Judah.
The African Americans. Read.
Of the tribe of Reuben.
Reuben are the Seminole Indians and the Aboriginals of Australia. Read.
Of the tribe of Gad.
Native Americans. Read.
Asher.
Asher are your South American, Brazilians, Argentinians, Peruvians. Read.
Naphtali.
Naphtali, Hawaiians and Samoans, Fiji
Manasseh.
Manasseh are the Cubans. Read.
Simeon.
Simeon are the Dominicans. Read.
Levi.
Levi are your Haitians. Read.
Issachar.
Mexicans. Read.
Zebulon.
Panamanians, Colombians. Read.
Joseph.
Puerto Ricans. Read.
Benjamin.
Jamaicans.
Okay. Those are the saints. Let's read again. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. That's why all our brothers are in poverty and everywhere else in the world. And power was given to all kindreds, tongues, and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life.
Now, what do we have to do to get our names written in that book? Let's go to Revelation 12:17.
All right. 12:17. Let's see what 12:17 says.
What must we do to have our names in the book?
12:17, Revelation. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments.
The what?
Which kept the Sunday church.
So you are a child of the Most High according to if you keep his commandments.
That's
Read.
right. Which kept the commandments of Ahayah and have the testimony of Yashayah.
Revelation 14:12.
Revelation 14:12. Let's read. Just look over to the next page. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep his...
Wait, here are the patience of those who love the Most High. Read.
Come on, Josh. Here are they that keep the Wednesday night service.
The what?
That keep the commandments of Ahayah.
They keep the what?
The commandments and the faith of Yashayah.
Now let's go to Revelations 22:14.
Ready, Revelation 14. Which one, Josh? Right there?
22:14.
22:14. Sorry, Revelation 22:14. Go ahead, Mary.
Blessed one.
Blessed are. Come on.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
That
Do what?
That do is what?
Commandments.
Wait, stop. Who's blessed? Who do what?
Blessed are they that do his commandments,
All right.
that they may have right to the tree of life.
Okay.
That is the right you get. How you get your name in that book. You have to keep the law.
Okay.
And may enter in through the gates.
And of course, follow Christ the
Let us
way.
finish into the city, Josh.
Into the city.
All right.
The way you follow Christ and cleave to the Father is by keeping the commandments. Let's go to Revelations 13:9.
13:9. I got this here. Revelation 13:9. So if you're going to, hold on, Josh. I want to say something. If you're going to deny the word that we're reading right from the word, and you got the problem in your spirit when you sit in front of these pastors and tell you that the law is done away with, that means the commandments, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. Ready? What is it? 13:1, Josh?
9.
13:9. Okay, I got 6, 7, 8, and 9. Ready? If any man have an ear, in other words, if you understand, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
So the same way the European system enslaved people, read.
Shall go into captivity.
In other words, they'll be servants under the king in the kingdom to Israel. Read.
He that killeth with the sword
Read.
must be killed with the sword.
Uh-huh.
Here is the patience of the faith of the saints. Read.
Read.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb.
This beast is your religious system, not a man. Now John uses the image of a man so he can relate to something.
Right.
But he never says this is a man.
But like a metaphor, right?
It's a metaphor, it's simile.
Right, a simile. All right. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. Here is the patience of the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Mary? 12.
And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
Explain, Josh.
So
because they don't know.
So he exercised all the power of the empire that birthed him, that gave him his power.
Come on. And get married.
Causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast,
Which is Satan.
Come on.
definitely.
Or the Roman Empire, whose God is
Yeah,
Satan.
no, you're right, but keep to Satan, not in your mind, but keep, don't lose track of who's really behind everything.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
And don't get stuck on a man.
Right. Who's deadly, get married.
And he doeth great wonders.
No, whose deadly wound was healed.
I did.
All right, wait, stop. Whose deadly wound was healed. Remember we read in 13?
Uh-huh.
The beast that was wounded, he came back to life. Now his wound is healed. So he,
Now he's coming back with a spiritual deception.
go ahead, Mary, I'll read this. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. That's just what he's going to do. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth.
And tells the truth.
Wow.
And does what?
By the,
And
and deceiveth,
and tells the truth.
and deceiveth them
Read.
that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast.
The image of
Come
the
on,
beast
Josh.
is the Baphomet.
Come on, good. Which had the wound by a sword and did live.
So the Roman Empire fell.
Mhm.
Now they're starting to make these images.
Come on.
Even in America, they're starting to make the Baphomet image and put them out in
Come on.
public.
That's right.
That is the image of the beast.
Wow. And did live.
Now, remember, John never said a man. This is a system,
Wow.
a governmental system.
Come on.
Of course, the government uses people,
Yeah.
but a person is not a single antichrist. Read.
Wow. That they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of
So
the
he
beast.
gave this false. Now, understand now, the religious system
Get the man out of
gives
this.
the religious system gives power to the government to make you follow and trust in the government. It tells you to vote, to
Come
pray.
on.
Whenever you pray for something, you give that whatever you're praying for power to exist.
See?
You give it existence, life.
Now you know why you shouldn't pray for these government people? Because you're giving them power over us.
You ever hear the old saying, prayer is power? So whatever you pray for, if you give that, whatever spirit is behind what you're praying for, power to rule.
We'll say so. Wow.
Speak that.
No, this is great. This is awesome. Listen, viewers, because we know, and we're not trying to embarrass or ridicule or put down any Christian. So don't take that. We're not insulting anyone. We're not trying to do it. Ain't right, Tony? Talking derogatory. But if you don't know this word like you should know it, you are worshiping the beast in these last hours. If you're in sun god worship on Sunday, that's how blind the Christian church is. And of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak.
So this false prophet will give authority to a stronger spiritual power to this evil government to control you. Read.
And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Should be what?
Killed.
Read.
And he causeth all, marry again.
And he causeth all growth, small and great, which is for green vines,
Go slow. 4 things here I want you to see. And receive a what?
a mark
In their where?
in their right hand,
Or in.
their forehead.
All right, what? Hold on. And that no man might buy or sell. That chip is on the credit card now. It's not going to be long before we all in the world get letters and cards.
And have to choose.
That you're going to have to choose soon, buddy. My warning to you tonight, Voice of a Watchman, we love you, is to get out of debt as soon as you can. Because, right, Tony, if you got nothing to lose, then you got nothing to give up, and you don't have to worry about nothing.
Now, that's good for.
Yeah.
I want to close with
Good, Josh.
Maccabees
Maccabees.
in the
all right.
Apocrypha.
Which one?
First
Josh?
Maccabees 1.
First Maccabees. And listen, please, everyone, you must get the Apocrypha. If you're going to listen to our ministry, we have all the missing Bible books. And the Maccabees, one, Josh, Tony, one.
One at the top. Yeah. One at the top.
Oh, chapter 1.
Chapter 1 at the top.
All right, Maccabees. You're missing out,
We can start with that.
my saints. You're missing out, my brothers and sisters, without this Apocrypha. And we can prove to you tonight. Josh has time to show you. Is it not written in the book of what? Yashayah. We have the book of Yashayah. And we can prove, without a doubt, that these books are spiritual, they are inspirational, and they have a whole bunch of truth.
Now to show you, we're going to finish in the book of First Maccabees.
All right, Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1.
Verse 1.
I read. Got it, Mary? And it happened after that Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of
He was an Edomite.
who came out of the land of Kittim,
Which is Greece.
had smitten Darius, king of the Persians.
Now this is talking about the leopard taking over after the bear, the Persians.
And needs that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
So he was the first to unite the one Edomite nation against the world.
Wow. And made
Now
many,
again, of course Satan uses men, but this
Sure.
is talking about a system, a
That's right.
military system. So
you know what, Josh? You should.
not only does Satan include secular and religious, he includes military power.
Josh can finish with a scripture. Show spirit of all nations. No, wait. We'll just
Okay.
end it with that. All right, Persia means that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece, and made many wars and won many strongholds.
So this spirit always has to control by war, never by peace, never by neutral love. If you notice, everywhere where the European system has settled, right? If you trace its history, it's always stolen that place from the indigenous people
That's right.
and killed and genocided them.
Genocide.
Then
That's right.
the ones they didn't kill, they incorporated them into their religion, right?
Wow.
So it's secular, it's military, and it's spiritual.
That's right. That's good, Josh. And slew the kings of the earth, and went to the ends of the earth.
To the
like
what?
that. No, to the round part of the earth.
Through the what?
To the ends of
The
the
what?
earth. Ends.
The what?
Ends.
The ends of the earth, read.
Yeah. And took spoils of many nations.
So they stole, so they steal the wealth of nations and claim it as their own.
Amen.
Read.
Insomuch that the earth was quiet before him.
So this system
Afraid.
quieted the whole earth.
Right. Whereupon he was exalted,
Uh-huh.
and his heart was lifted up.
Read.
And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over
So he ruled by force, by
Right.
military,
countries.
not by spirituality,
That's
by
right.
military.
He ruled over countries, nations, kings, became tributaries unto him.
They started feeding his system, his spirit with money.
Wow.
Read.
And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them, while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule.
So you had Seleucus you had Ptolemy in Egypt, you had Cassander in Greece, you had Lysimachus in the Middle East, and Seleucus in Turkey. Read.
Wherefore he called his servants and So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule, every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were
What?
And evils.
Peace.
Evils.
Love.
Evils were multiplied in the earth.
So whenever this system rules, evil is in the earth. Now let's go down to, I'll read that last scripture. Let's go to 1 Maccabees 1:41.
1 Maccabees, same chapter 1.
And to the first verse.
41. Ready? Moreover, King
Antiochus.
Antiochus.
Now Antiochus was a Greek, just like Alexander. So this same spiritual system is behind this.
Watch this.
But it uses people.
Wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
All should be what?
One people.
So the devil started with Greece trying to bring in the Novus Ordo Sectorum, one world order.
I stopped. That's what's going on right now, folks. Listen.
What started back 300 years before Christ.
We got wars, we got killings in America, we got shootings because they want to take the weapons away from America so they can't bring that one world order in until they do that. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that he should be one people, one should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed.
So the major system agenda is to make you leave your righteous laws that God gave you and accept theirs.
That's right. Heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Consented to his what?
Consented to his religion.
So Satan's religion will also force the Israelites to follow it.
Wow, watch out. And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath.
So again, they will make you
church, or the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should
stop.
Wow.
The system is majorly interested in keeping the specific people.
Wow.
Read that verse again.
Look at that. We just mentioned we're going to let us soon. Wow. Consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
Wait, so as we're destroying everyone else with our laws, we have to keep these Israelites subjected under us. So we use our religion, our Babylonian Egyptian religion, Christianity, to make them follow us, make them reverence our God, make them pray to us, make them feed us with power. Read.
And forbid blood offerings.
That's so
forbid. So don't let them sacrifice to their God.
That's right.
And sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath.
And what? And holy days, festival days, and pollute the sanctuary.
Read.
And holy people.
Read.
Set up altars and groves and chapels. Look at that. Temples, the Christian churches, of idols.
Read.
And sacrifice.
Go into these neighborhoods of these black people and put churches in their neighborhoods.
Look at this. And sacrifice swine's flesh, the pork, an unclean beast, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised. Wow. And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Now skip to verse 50.
All right. Let's get this is it, and then we'll go to that verse. All right, verse 50. Ready? And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, not King God, King Ahayah, but the devil king, he said he should die.
So if you don't receive this system, will put you to death. Read.
Wow. In the selfsame manner wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over all the people.
Governors.
Wow. That's why I want to go to that scripture. That's good, John. The guy blends right in. Commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city.
Go make sure these black neighborhoods and these Hispanic neighborhoods have churches in them,
Wow.
so you can control their spirits and make them pray to us.
Wow. Wow, man, that blows me away. Then many of the, can you read?
Uh-huh.
Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, everyone that forsook the law.
Uh-huh.
And that's what they did today. And so they committed evils in the land. You're doing that, Christian church. You're eating pork, you're eating swine, you're eating shellfish. You have forsaken the law. You despise the law that's set before you.
Uh-huh.
And drove the Israelites into secret places,
Uh-huh.
scattered them, even wheresoever they could flee for succor. Now, the 15th day of the month, Chesley, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation, wow, upon the altar, and builded idol altars throughout the cities of Judah on every side. So every time you see a Christian, a temple, and burned incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, that's what they're doing.
Wait, what?
Wow. And
When they had what?
rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burned them with fire.
So
wow.
We got to make sure that these Jews never get a hold of their God through the law.
That's right.
Now, let's finish with Sirach.
Yeah.
Sirach, Ecclesiastes 17:17.
All right. That's Ecclesiastes, right? Yeah, 17:17. Okay, I'll read this. All right, we'll finish now. Ready? Viewers, thank you for listening in. We're going to get the what do you call it, visual fixed, and it's not a big deal. We have some good people that are going to come by here. All right. 20, what did you say, Josh? 17:17. Okay, hold on. Right
17:17.
For in the division of the nation,
Of all the
what you just
when
read,
the Most High divided the earth,
with Alexander, watch. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler.
In other words, Satan
set a spirit,
set a demon spirit over all these nations.
Every people, but Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But the real Jews is the Most High's portion.
So the Most High will always be striving with his people and those who keep the law. So with that
was awesome.
We say Shalom.